I gotta say, I really like the HUD in this game. Also, if you notice, in the bottom, the icons move when you rotate the camera in its direction. You ever see a game do that? It only does it left and right, though. It doesn't do it up and down. Weird. All right. So we're at an ice area, and we're going to a town called Togetsu, which is where this guy is from. Yeah, we are 16 hours into the game.
There's a resource reading that's close.
Not really that long. Are you in a...
There is our target.
Oh.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
Focus. All right. Leave it to me.
Oh god, I'm stunned. Wait, I regenerate health while I'm on the ground.
Hey, focus. The job isn't over yet.
Oh, I don't have enough.
Well done, Kasane. Keep that up.
Keep your guard up. Could you send that to me as like a message? Hey boy, so I can look into that after stream. I've been using Google Chrome for I don't know how
We
long.
managed to break it. We'll be able to go forward now.
Oh wait, this is where we're supposed to go. Oh. I thought I didn't look this way that much. Oh, I see. That's true, sir. Yeah, it's cold. Uh-oh.
I'm taking this.
That other attacks with explosion.
Goodbye.
Dangerous to get close. If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful.
Youngster.
Oh god, okay. How many of these dudes are there?
Kasane.
I'm not done yet.
And I can't throw anything at him. All right, set him on.
It's covered in water. It'll be easy to electrify.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Of course, this is what would happen if we work together. Let's keep this going. I'm numb and I can't move.
No. No. Oh my god.
You saved me, Arsh.
All right, we got to get rid of these guys.
To you.
All right, unlock. What sucks is I don't have anything to throw at him. No, nice try.
It'll work.
Keep your guard up.
Drop something.
Okay. That is so unfortunate. This battle zone is so big that you have to go to one side. You have to go to one side to be able to throw objects at the enemy And then this big ass enemy right here just blocks it for the little people you're trying to kill. Godly. Suck it.
I'm off.
Man.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
$2,500. Jesus, that did so much. No, I'm just gonna do it again. Nope.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
Bye. That did so much damage. But we weren't able to do that many combos because there wasn't many things around to throw at enemies, which was very unfortunate. I just made me really realize how much you really have to rely on throwing objects to keep your combos going.
There are lots of weird pieces of ice shaped like pillars or statues. What are they?
You see them a lot in snowy areas where others are. No one knows how they're formed yet, though.
Mystery of the frozen wasteland. It's not surprising. It's so cold I can't think.
Yeah, Chrome is a memory-eating machine. Because it got a lot going on, right? We're almost there. I'm a bit let down that her duplicating power doesn't actually destroy these faster. That's a bit let downing to me. All right, let's see. Do we have anything new? No. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah. Slightly extends the immunity after a perfect dodge. I don't know. You would think that you would want it to make it to where perfect dodging was easier. 5% brain drive gauge charge increase. I mean, that's not terrible, but at the moment, we don't really need that. Well, let's save. We have no idea what's coming up. Let's save. Da 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 da. Do. Do you have any points to spend, by the way? We have 3. Let's see. Restores stat elements when brain drive is activated. Defeating enemies with brain crush while brain drive is activated slightly restores the brain drive gauge. God, that's so specific. You have to be in brain drive and then kill an enemy with a brain crush. God, that's so specific. But there's 2 levels up, so it must be pretty good. Charge attack. Prolongs. You know what? I haven't read any of these. Prolongs brain field activation time by 5 seconds. Increases the number of objects that are gathered when holding L2 and the damage the drop objects deal when brain field is active. All right, that's nice. I mean, that's just straight up more damage. Cool. Prolongs the... Okay, so another prolong. Increases it by 10 seconds. Increases the number of objects that can be swung with X and extends the area of effect when brain field is active. Only looks like it's swinging 1. Right? Increases the number of objects that can be swung. Maybe it just means like the number of objects that you can pick from. Increases the number of objects thrown. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's not terrible either. While Brain Field is activated, hitting an enemy with a depleted crush gauge increases the EXP bonus. However, this does not work against strong foes whose HP has been depleted. Reduce damage. Simple. Brain Crush EXP bonus. Oh, but that's not part of this. Okay. Reduce damage. So there's 2 reduced damage. And then free drive charge? If there is a brain field ready icon displayed, a brain field can be activated without consuming a charge when activated during brain drive. Oh. Hey, how does that work? If there is a brain field ready icon displayed, a brain field can be activated without consuming a charge when activated during a brain drive. I'm gonna hold on to the... I'm gonna hold on.
I didn't really have time to research Togetsu before we left.
I don't know much about it either, other than the fact that the Togetsu faith is headquartered there. How big is the city?
Technically, it's not a city. It only has the facility for the faith itself. It's full of weirdos with creepy obsessions about the moon. Honestly, the place was a nightmare.
I don't think you should be calling them weirdos. People are free to believe what they want. You might not have many good memories, but I think it's important for you to make an effort to understand them.
Yeah.
Adversary.
A blizzard is kicking up. Haruka, what's the weather supposed to be like around here?
That's strange. It should be clear and sunny according to the data. There aren't any readings of a blizzard.
Oh, here comes the fight. There it is.
I'm reading another. Closing in from the front. A big one. Be careful.
Yeah, that thing is huge.
Is that other causing the blizzard?
What the hell is that?
My body won't move. This blizzard makes it even colder. We have to finish this soon.
No! Oh, thank God I moved. When I did, jeez.
The other's body is covered in ice. We should break it.
Hyper velocity? It's like a giant Iceman in the shape of a human.
Lend me your power.
This thing is covered in water. It was foolish to face me.
Show me what you got.
It was thanks to my power.
Come on, shock it, shock it. Ah, fuck.
Move when you're wet.
I'm not done yet.
The enemy is stunned.
There we go.
Now's the time.
Time for stealth.
No!
Those fast-moving water columns are rough. You can use my power to get through them.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
I'm rooting for you.
Wait, is he digging into the ground? Oh, God. Okay. But he can't see me, though. Right?
Okay, the enemy has lost it.
No!
Do something.
All right, and this, he's like, yeah, okay.
For you, take it easy. Damage to outer shell confirmed. Break it.
You need to regroup.
I'll support you.
Come on. All right, and then he's gonna get up and do his water phase, right? No. It's covered in ice again. When did... Ah!
To the outer shell are working. I'll try to break it.
No. Ah, fuck.
That punch is stupid strong. If you stay in its space too long, you'll catch one.
Oh, man. When you can do the perfect counter, God, does it feel great. Oh, like that.
We need to regroup. Please, Juka. I'll follow up.
The shell is broken. Attack now.
There we go.
The enemy is stunned. Now's the time.
Nice. It's a weird looking beast. They are. And there's like no lore to them too,
It was thanks to my power.
which really sucks. Like why they look like this or anything, which is the worst. Oh god, oh god. I didn't realize he was sending water bombs at me.
There's a weakened member.
Alright, so then you can use hyper velocity. Alright, then he's gonna come out of the ground. So we're gonna do duplicate.
The attack hit the enemy's outer shell. You might be able to break it.
There you go. And then electricity. I don't know where you want to use invisibility though there in this. It seems like invisibility doesn't have a...
Enemy is stunned and can't move.
Maybe right here? When he's down? No.
There's a member down. How do they look?
Dude, I can't see.
There. That should do it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's... Oh, God. All right, hyper velocity so we can get through this. See, everyone has, like, their purpose. All right. Like, you want to use duplicate when he has his shield up. Just allows you to break his shield easier. Yeah, see? And then electricity when he's on the ground. And now he's dead. Hey, first try. That wasn't too difficult.
Now, let's finish this.
That was a great attack.
But as in, like...
Good job. There are no more other readings in the area.
Ugh. I'm always amazed at the variety of others.
What exactly are others?
Exactly.
Who knows? Could be the twisted work of evolution.
How far is Togetsu? Isn't it dangerous that these others are appearing so close?
Others feed on humans, which there aren't a lot of here, so they really don't have that much of an incentive to attack.
New Himuka probably approved Togetsu's religious state because of this location.
Let's hurry on ahead while we still have the chance. We don't want to run into another one.
Yeah.
Also, I'm starting to freeze like Arashi.
Right. Hey, Kagura, where are you going? What's over there?
I thought I'd say hi to an old friend. I want to know if anything's changed since I was here last. Sorry I won't be able to show you around, but you guys should go on ahead. I'll catch up to you soon.
Yeah,
Don't worry, I've come this far. I'm not going to turn around and leave now. Well, see ya.
Yeah, that's not
Can never take him seriously.
fishy.
I was hoping Kagro would stick around to introduce you, since no one knows you there.
It's fine. We'll just have to do it ourselves. I hope they let us inside.
Yeah, trust them.
What is it, Kyoka?
Oh, it's nothing. We should get going.
No, you should tell us. Don't keep it to yourself. I was, man, when they just said what exactly are they, I was really hoping that they were gonna dive into it, because we have no idea what they are.
Are you okay, Kyoka? Oh, sorry. I shouldn't sigh. I just have a little headache. Like I always do. Well, don't work too hard.
What is this?
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll
What
get
is
shocked
this?
and unable to move if it hits you.
Oh, this is sick.
It's over.
It's over.
Next.
That was bad. Dude, that was badass.
This is pretty good.
There needs to be more things like that. I want answers. Like, I want to know what others are. Why do they show up? Why is there this giant ass other that looks like a human body in the mountains? Next to this supposed mysterious city. Oh, look, we're starting to see like frozen factories and stuff. Like, I have so many questions. So many questions. No answer. Agree, I want answers too. Right. Hopefully come in here, it'll give us something. Hopefully. I gotta say though, the music in this game is very relaxing. That's one thing that they do very well in these games, is make relaxing music. Oh wait, we leveled up. We have 6 points to spend now. Okay. I'd shorten the cooldown on items, or make the next one would be you could just basically make it immediate. Overkill. Hitting enemies stunned by a depleted crush gauge increases EXP bonus. However, this does not work against strong foes. Extends the chance that you can crush them. Correspond concurrent SAS activations. Wait, don't I have that right here? Oh yeah, we're gonna learn this. Oh, absolutely. This will allow us to do like slow down time in electricity. And then I want this auto heal, where our health gradually recovers when we're outside of combat. Oh yes. Yes. That would be very nice. What monster do we have here?
Shiden's electrokinesis might work.
No! Stop.
It's down. Let's finish it.
Stop. Go away. There you go.
That seems to be the spot.
How the fuck am I supposed to?
It's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful.
Hold on. That's sick. Electricity. No, no, no. There you go. I like how this guy just ate all of it. And it wasn't even intended for him at all. Nope. No, 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 no. All right, you. Bye.
Kasane, a platoon member is in danger. Aim for that spot.
Okay. All right. So slow down time. Electrokinesis. You're using multiple SAS simultaneously. After learning certain skills, you'll be able to activate 2 or more SAS simultaneously. Some of them cannot be activated together. You can use right bumper and right stick to disengage all active SAS at once, or input and disengage them one at a time. All right. Oh, this is nice.
The enemy is stunned. Now's the time. You're good with SAS.
Oh, that was... That thing just got annihilated. Jeez. Slow down time. Slow down time and putting an element on your melee attacks is uber powerful. Jeez. So was duplicate. Jeez. And we're not even at our final form yet. Like, we still have to level up their bonds and get more upgrades and stuff. My God. All right. Let's see here. All right. I think we can just continue forward now. Nice. We still want answers. We have so many questions. So many questions. Whoa. What is this? This is weird. Weird. Not what I was expecting.
I've got a nearby resource reading.
Okay, save. Shop. And exchange. Yeah, it's fine. I can't imagine there's gonna be a fight here. Yeah, that's very shocking.
It's caught down.
No, I missed it.
The shell is broken. Attack now.
God damn it. These dudes that blow up are so annoying. No.
Exploding others are a real pain.
They are a
Keep
real
your
pain,
distance,
yes.
you'll get caught in the blast.
They are a very real pain.
It's time for brain drive.
Nice.
Ouch.
Stop it. Stop it. I wonder what's the deal with the light bulb.
Kasane, why not you use hypervelocity with SAS?
It's up to you.
Sure, why not?
All right, let's go.
Go, Kasane.
Bye.
Got it. It's over.
Do they just spawn indefinitely? Because it feels that way.
Keep your guard.
Use my power, Kasane.
Hey, Stereo.
Using the Sheeta.
There we go.
This duplication should be useful. It's working. Focus on that spot. There's a weakened member.
It's nice and all, but I got a little bit to worry about here.
Enemy is stunned.
There we go. Jeez, it just felt like the bomb dudes just constantly kept spawning. My God. But it's over. How's it going, Stereo?
Good. We managed to break it. We'll be able to go forward now.
It did look like they kept spawning. Maybe they did until you beat the big guy. I don't know. I feel like I'm not utilizing my money
Good. We managed
good
to
enough.
break it. We'll be able to go forward now.
I do it in every game where I hoard my money because I don't want to run out of money in case I need something, but then I end up like never using it. It always happens. What is this? It's like some, look at that. They have like some barrier or something. What is this? I feel like this is a place that is well beyond a cult that is obsessed with the moon. And the fact that they're in a partnership with New Himiko, and New Himiko is all about doing these experiments. Something don't feel right. Sanctuary looking up at the moon. What the heck?
Lady Kasane.
Our treasure.
You have finally returned.
What?
What's going on? Why would I be your treasure?
That's quite a welcome they're giving you.
I don't know, it's still unsettling. They're like robots.
Shiden, don't be rude. I'm sure it's just their custom.
Either way, this is a pretty excessive reception. You have any idea why they do this?
No. I've never been involved with the Togetsu faith in any way.
You would understandably not remember. However, you are originally from Togetsu.
I'm from here?
Yes. You were born with an incredible power. This drew the interest of New Himuka, and they abducted you.
I don't know what you're up to, but you're lying. My parents were killed by others when I was young. That's why the Randall family took me in.
I understand your disbelief. However, those of us in Togetsu have not forgotten you for even a single day.
Hold on. What about the assassin guy?
We stood fast, having faith you would return to us one day.
This is getting us nowhere. We came here to ask questions. Let's scratch the formalities. We want to know about the brains you've been trading to Seiron.
Yes, we must tell you the truth.
Yes.
However, we will share it only with you. I am terribly sorry, but I must ask you to come with us alone.
Oh, no.
No. Whatever you tell me, I'm going to tell them anyway. So why don't you save us the time and just talk to us here?
Oh, she has a face.
Kyoka? But your clothes are different, so it's not duplication.
There's another fake Kyoko over here. What's going on? Let me go!
What the hell?
What is going on?
Clones? How is this happening?
What's going on? Kyoka, did you know?
I'm sorry, Kasane.
What?
This feeling. I felt it before.
What?
Good night, Kasane. May you have the most pleasant dreams.
Is she gonna be like... She was...
Congratulations, Kasane. You're finally awake.
Okay.
Kasane? Kasane!
Who's calling my name?
Look at that. It's a puppy. Isn't that just the cutest thing you've ever seen?
I think he's simply adorable. Wouldn't you agree?
A puppy? I feel so safe and warm. Do I know this woman?
Okay. Whoa. She has a knife.
They killed him. The puppy. That's right. I remember.
What?
We were always together. My beloved friend. They killed him. They killed him right in front of me.
No change. Her power failed to trigger. It seems the pet's death is not a sufficient enough shock.
Oh.
Please stop. Kasane is just a child. Do you think emotionally torturing her will actually save the future?
The design children were created for that purpose. She is not a failure like you. We need the red strings to reset this mistaken universe and bring about the proper future.
We don't need to reset anything. This world is fine the way it is.
It's Mother. So warm and kind. She always protected me. How could I have forgotten?
But they said she was created.
No, I don't want to remember. This feeling. What is this?
And then they said her mom's a failure.
She has been a complete failure. I had thought making her an attendant would at least prove somewhat useful. I guess enough time has passed. We'll use this next.
Uh-oh. Oh,
that's right.
They're gonna kill her mom right in front of her.
I knew it.
You should feel honored, you failure. You will become the foundation of a new era.
What the?
They killed Mother.
She didn't even...
I'm sorry, Kasane. Please find happiness.
She didn't even fight back?
That's right. That's the day I lost her. The one who raised me. My mother. I'm an artificially created psionic?
So I'm gonna assume the assassin guy knew all of this.
Strings power. My head. Where am I? Was that a dream? No, that wasn't a dream. It was memories of a forgotten past. Where am I? If they went through the trouble of drugging me... I knew it. They locked me in. Maybe I can break through somewhere. Who's there?
Hey, Yoka. Isn't it?
Lady Kasane, I have brought you fresh clothing.
Huh?
The assassin guy?
What's going on?
Yep.
Whoa, chill. Don't get your panties in a bunch, Kasane. It's just me, good old Kagero. What kind of princess attacks their Prince Charming when he comes to rescue her?
Your decision to run off just before we entered Togetsu was pretty suspicious. What do you know? Are you planning on betraying us like Kyoka?
If I was going to betray you, I wouldn't be here to rescue you. Why don't you calm down and use your head? I told you you'd regret coming here. Anyway, I'll explain later. This place is bad news. It's way worse than the last time I was here. Also, and I haven't a clue as to why, but it seems like Yuito's here too.
What?
Yuito? That's not good. They're after my red strings, which means they'll probably target him too because he has the same power.
Then I guess we'll have to save him too. This really puts a damper on my plans.
Your
Can't believe
plan.
I have to sneak past their defenses, meet up with Arashi and the others, and also warn Yuito about the danger. Anyway, I'm going to use my power to turn us invisible. They'll figure out you're gone right away, so we don't have much time. Let's go.
So, okay. This is a stealth mission.
Do you know where Yuito is?
We'll know where Yuito, Arashi, and everyone else is if we use Babe.
Babe.
Babe?
It's the city computer that integrates all information in Togetsu. It's like Arahabaki in New Himuka.
Okay, so I can't pause the game, actually.
Kasane? Thank God you're okay. I can't contact Arashi and the others.
They might be closed in somewhere.
We can unlock all these doors from Babe's terminal. Let's hurry.
Yeah, no, he definitely knows something. That he knew all this. He knew something like this was going to happen once he came here. So I'm going to assume Koyoka is from here as well. Because she seemed... She remember, because she had like a former personality where she seemed very robotic. Wait, I can talk to her? Arashi and Shiden are being held somewhere in Toketsu. I'll contact you as soon as I know exactly where. So, Yoito and Kasane don't know about this organization, but the other characters do seem... yeah. Well, okay, so... They said she's originally from here, and they called her mom a failure. And then they said she was created. And they said something like something children. I can't remember exactly what they called them. The something children. So I guess Yuito is also created? Design children. Design children. Yeah, that's what they called them. The design children.
Kasane, I found Yuito. You see that door?
Yo, that's Gamma.
It leads to the city computer Babe.
We should follow them inside.
Oopsies, it's locked.
Of course.
They won't be able to hear us from in there. We'll have to wait until they come out.
Are you serious? Think about what they just did to you. He probably wouldn't be able to answer even if he could hear you.
What do you mean?
Babe is a super top secret facility. They're not just gonna go ahead and let some outsider in so easily. But if they used it as bait... Oh, I see. Those wily bastards.
What is it? Tell me.
I'm thinking that a computer belonging to the city would be fully capable of hijacking any mind that accesses it. That'd be the fastest way for them to get to Yuito's power.
Then we have to break down this door right now.
Whoa, wait a second. We'll be found too. That's probably the worst thing we could do. There's gotta be another way.
I know. I might be able to force a brain talk connection from here.
Can you hear me, Yuito? Yuito! Yuito!
This feels like an SAS.
Yuito, are your thoughts leaking? Are you trying to connect to Babe?
What is... I can't... My body...
Is his brain really being hijacked like Kagero said? Stop! What you're doing is too dangerous.
It's a little too late for that.
Cut the connection now! Can you hear me, Yuito?
Kasane? It seems like they were trying to hijack my brain. Thanks for disconnecting me.
It is like Ghost in the Shell.
He's talking to his team while I'm still connected. I think he's safe now.
Yuito, I forced myself in because I was nearby.
Kasane! You're in Togetsu too? Wait, before that, thanks for saving me.
Instead of thanking me, why don't you help me? Arashi and the others have been captured.
They have?
They're being held in some room, but I don't know which one. Are you in Babe's terminal? I want you to try to unlock all the doors in Togetsu from there.
Okay, I'll try.
Wait, if he unlocks everything...
But
Alarms.
Guess that was to be expected.
time to turn invisible.
Kasane. Kasane? Arashi? Good. I can finally get through to you.
Seems like you're okay.
I'm glad you're okay too, Shiden. Let's rendezvous. I know where you are, so just wait for me to get there.
Hey, I'm not some kind of lost child.
I'll take care of the lost little boy. Hurry up and get us.
There we go. Who's Bato? In this scenario, who's Bato? Maybe? I'd like to give it to Gamma, but Gamma isn't really as outgoing as Bato is. Like, he fits the build, but not the personality at all.
Looks like you two aren't hurt.
Of course not. I was more worried about you, but it looks like you're fine.
Chief?
Thanks to Kagero. I'd still be locked up if it wasn't for him.
I guess it means your shady lone wolf nature came in handy.
Guess so. Now, as much as I'd love to stick around for this touching, heartwarming reunion, time is of the essence here.
You're right. We should try to escape in all this confusion.
What about Kyoka? And then, what about the biggest elephant in the room? Why did he not just simply just tell us this was going to happen before we even came here?
What's all that commotion anyway? Is that because of us?
It's Yuito platoon. I don't know what they're doing, but they're in Togetsu too. We were able to save you thanks to them, though. And I'd like to thank them. I guess I can't unless we get out of here.
I thought it was weird that we had to do like a massive fight to get here. Now it makes sense because it seems like there's probably going to be maybe a boss fight, but you don't do any fighting here. Wait, okay, so now we're leaving. Okay.
I always thought Kyoka Eden was so innocent and didn't have a dishonest bone in her body.
I can't believe she's a Togetsu spy. You didn't meet her before, Kagero? No, never. Residents of Togetsu almost never communicate with each other.
Okay, but this is so weird, though. I want to know, how did he get out of there? I mean, it's pretty... I mean, look what they were doing. They were literally torturing a kid.
There's a resource reading near here. You should check it out.
They literally tortured a kid. Like, what else were they doing? It's like they were all just like robotic people. So how did he wise up and get out?
Good. We managed to break it. We'll be able to go forward now.
There, we're gonna meet Kyoka, aren't we?
Phew, looks like we made it out. Man, my invisibility power really saved the day.
I'll admit that invisibility is useful, but doesn't it make you uneasy to have nobody notice you?
Right? You totally get me. That's why I like to shout after I use my power.
Damn you and your impulses. We're still in enemy territory. What if someone finds us?
No need to worry about that. They've already found us. Right, Kyoka?
Uh-oh.
So you noticed me.
What are you doing here, Kyoka?
I was already on alert when Kagero disappeared. Unfortunately, an unexpected visitor caused me to fall behind. I can't let you leave. We need you to reset this mistaken universe.
Here she comes. Get ready.
Okay.
Wait a second. Explain what's going on.
Right. Why did you betray us?
It was all to undo past mistakes. That's why we need you, Kasane.
So is this supposed to be why she was nice to us all throughout the game, huh?
My mission always comes first.
Run, youngster!
Leave it to me.
How did she dodge that?
Let's get serious.
Where there's light, there's hope.
I'm not done yet.
That was a close one.
No. No. No.
Watch yourself.
Yeah. Godly. God damn it.
There's a member down. Please go support.
God, she can dodge her.
There's a weakened member.
What makes this hard? Ah, God. What makes this fight difficult is the fact that you can't animation cancel.
Kasane, a platoon member is in danger.
I know.
There's a member down. How do they look?
I'm off.
Show me what you got.
Get penetrated. Oh.
Can you take it?
That does not do as much damage as I was hoping. Oh, God.
Do something.
No, invisibility. Can't see me. All right. Oh, God. Here you go. Of course. No. Uh-huh. Oh, God. I'm so dead. There's no way I'm gonna live this. There's no way.
Using the Sheeta.
I'm dead.
You belong to
Damn it. Well, this took a turn in a strange direction. It sure did. Who would have expected her to be bad? Not me. Like, not at all.
Give it to me, Arashi.
Wait a second.
Support you.
Explain what's going on.
Right. Why did you betray us?
It was all to undo past mistakes.
I like how that just goes right through her. Oh, that's nice.
Just like the Kyoka I met so long ago. My mission always comes first.
I'm taking this.
Time for stealth.
Too slow.
She hit her true intentions pretty well. She did. I can't although I gotta say though, I cannot imagine her not rejoining our team though. Like, I can't see it. And you want to know why I can't see it? This is exactly why. I can't show you. But because her SAS goes up to level 6 and I only got it at level 4. So by game logic, she's gonna join our team. That, like, come on. I shouldn't be able to use logic like this. but it's gonna happen. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. They're gonna be like, "Oh no, you want to join our team? We'll forgive you."
That was a close one.
Revive me. No! I was hoping that he would revive me. Dude, she's totally gonna rejoin our team. If she doesn't rejoin our team, I would be shocked. But if she rejoins our team, I'm not shocked. God, I thought I was doing pretty good there, too. Alright, hypervelocity, lesser kinesis.
Wait a second. Explain what's going on.
Right. Why did you betray us?
It was
Why
all
is...
to undo past
Yeah, exactly. Okay, why was that not working? Are you not allowed... I guess you're not allowed to use that in hypervelocity, I guess?
Cool demeanor. Just like the Kyoka I met so long ago. My mission always comes first.
Unless it's capped at level 4 and that's it. Yeah, like, if you can't level it past 4 and everything else is just there to throw you off. Well played, game. Golly, you standing still to have to throw stuff really fucks you up against her.
Run, youngster.
No. God, you get hit so much because you can't dash out of animation.
I'm rooting for you.
Using the Shiden.
Why can I don't understand. Okay, sometimes it just don't make no sense. Like, why can I not press the triangle attack to do that when I want to? If you ever saw me just standing there doing nothing, he says I'm pressing the triangle attack and it's not coming out. For some reason. I don't understand. Oh my god, dude, I'm getting brained. Jesus, my HP.
It's up to you.
Ugh.
There's a weekend member.
Do something.
Leave it to me.
Some are close to their limit.
It's really not safe to do more than like 2 combo streams against her. It is really not safe. Alright, time to get repenetrated. I like how the tubes don't go into her gigantic boobs. I was really hoping it was going to go into her gigantic boob. Not going to lie. Alright, I need a heal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bad. Real bad. 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 Bad.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm just telling the truth. God, why does that go through her? I don't get it.
Help me, Kagura.
No. Oh. God, she did like a firing squad. That was like a firing squad where they all shot in one direction and I dodged right into it like an idiot. Damn it. Do they go in her booty? No. They go right in her side. It's very hard to not take damage against her.
Wait a second. Explain what's going on.
Right. Why did you betray us?
It was all to undo past mistakes. That's why we need you, Kasane. Cool demeanor. Just like the Kyoka I met so long ago. My mission always comes first.
Up to you.
Ah. Ah. Ah! I'm getting stun locked. Oh my gosh. This fight is hard. Game telling me to use brain field over and over again when I die in a fight game doesn't really do anything when I don't have brain field to use during the fight game. So I understand your intentions are well and you're like, hey, use brain field, but the player has to have it first to be able to use it. So
To undo past mistakes. That's why we need you, Kasane.
stop giving me the damn tutorial that means nothing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at.
Cool demeanor. Just like the Kyoka I met so long ago. My mission always comes
Yeah, this is the hardest difficulty at the moment. Yeah. It's just what's making it really hard is that you can't, when you do an attack, you're stuck in that animation and she has a fast projectile. So, and yours is slow compared to hers. That's what's making this difficult. And then she gets these clones right here. You see how much damage they can do in such a short period of time? It's insane. That's why I say, like, it would be really nice if you could, like, attack and then dodge out of that attack. Most games allow you to do that of this style. Like, it's the very thing to freaking dodge consistently. My God. It just comes out so fast. And like, while I knew her shot was coming, there wasn't anything I can do right there because you're stuck in the animation. I have no healing items.
Let's make this quick.
That one's very annoying. Like when she shoots up in the sky, that one's very annoying because I don't know how you like not take damage from it.
Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
I try to dodge, but I always get hit.
I'm rooting for you.
Nice.
Help me, Kagura.
Give it to me, Arashi. Leave it to me.
Okay. But what sucks about this is that we have no healing. So I'm gonna do this. Why not? I got nothing to lose.
I can't waste time.
There's nothing you can do. Give up.
I can't move.
You're just going to die!
You're mine.
Know your place, you nobody!
Dude, that's fucked up. That is so fucked up.
I'm off.
She hit me like, oh god. Ah,
I'm taking
visible. Doesn't know where I am.
Using the Shidan.
No, 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 don't ship me out. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Alright, slow down time. God! Oh. Fuck you. Did it? No! Ah! Oh! I got revived again.
Sorry for the trouble.
Okay. Well, no, 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 no. Slow down time. Fuck you. Oh, thank God.
Please, Kyoka.
Jesus. That was the roughest fight yet. Oh my God, right in the eat. Oh God. Got her in both boobs. Oh no.
Kyoka!
There's too much stress on her brain.
Stop! This is not... I don't know these theories. These memories aren't mine. I'm not Pope!
What are you talking about?
Have your memories been manipulated?
I wouldn't put something like that past Togetsu.
Kyoka, you have to remember, you're Kyoka Eden, our teammate.
I'm not sure that's going to work.
It does look
If
like
what
data
I think
drain.
happened really did, Kyoka's consciousness is the one that got tacked on after.
I don't know how much you know, but she's trying to fight whatever they did to her memory. If you can do something, help her.
You want to help her even though she's a Togetsu spy?
Oh, stuff it, Kagero. I want to get my teammate back.
Yeah.
Kyoka. No. Major Kyoka. I'm losing sight of who I am as well. But so many memories are helping me piece myself together as Kasane Randall. One of those memories is you welcoming me into Kyoka Platoon. You're Kyoka Eden. You're the commander who made me who I am.
Kasane! Everyone!
Are you okay?
Sorry. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you.
Kyoka, I'm so relieved. You're back.
Not so fast. As much as I'd like that to be true, she could just be pretending.
Arashi! I thought you wanted to bring Kyoka back!
Oh, shut up.
Sorry, but I'm not an idealist posing as a realist like you. I'm skeptical precisely because I want her back.
Yes. You're right to be skeptical. I really am a spy for Togetsu.
Since when? How long have you been deceiving us?
Since always.
Since the beginning. I'm a Togetsu spy sent in to infiltrate Suo. We needed to awaken Kasane's power in order to fulfill Togetsu's agenda. My orders were to secretly protect Kasane, help her grow, and then lead her back to Togetsu once her red string's power was awakened.
I see.
If you're planning on putting your espionage behind you, then I want you to tell me something. Who is Pope? Does it have to do with the way you acted?
I have the memories of Dr. Hitoyo Pope, the neuroscience expert and founder of the Togetsu faith. I used to be Dr. Pope herself a long time ago. But as I spent my years as Kyoka's memories began to build on each other, and they continued to grow stronger every day. It was only a matter of time before her personality took hold. Kasane, I didn't protect you because I was ordered to by Togetsu.
Bullshit.
I loved you. I loved you and everyone else on the team. Honestly, I loved everything about my life as Kyoka Eden. I knew this day would come, but I prayed so hard that it wouldn't.
We gotta
I
chop her
always
head
hoped
off.
that your red strings power would never awaken. Not that you would believe me.
Whether we believe you isn't important. What do you want to do?
What?
Arashi said you should only answer if you thought you're done being a spy. And you did. Are you planning on going back to Togetsu and spy for them again?
What is it that you want to do? You still haven't told us yet.
No, what they really need to do is they need to bully Kajiro in the safe room and bully him into the corner until he tells them everything he knows. Like, forget all this.
I am one of the design children. A clone that was created to carry out my mission. That was all I was required to think about. Failure means death. That used to be everything to the old me. But now it's different. Now, I have something I want to do. I can't be sure how much I can hold back Pope's consciousness. There's no guarantee that I'll be able to suppress it.
So that's why she has the headaches.
So, being with me might put everyone in danger. I know what I did is unforgivable, and that I'm in no position to ask you for anything, but... this is where I want to be, with all of you. I want to protect Kasane. I want to protect all of you, because you gave my life meaning.
I believe you. I couldn't imagine that the warmth and kindness I've witnessed from you were all lies. You may be a little nosy from time to time, but that's just who you are.
Yeah, that's the Kyoka I know. If that was an act, then we deserve to be tricked. And don't worry, if this Pope ever does come out, I'll put you out of your misery. You can be assured of that.
So basically, you're saying you'll kill her if she betrays us. That's kind of scary.
It's nice you could joke about it. But unlike Kyoka, who told us everything, you haven't done anything to earn our trust.
Exactly.
Ouch, that hurts. You know, I'm the one who saved Kasane. Look, we can talk about me once we get out of here. I'm guessing they'll send more people after us when they realize Kyoka is missing.
That's true. Well, let's hurry then. Come on, Kyoka.
Wait, what about what about Yuito?
Nobody here objects, so obviously you're coming.
Thank you, all of you.
I wonder why I'm so obsessed with the term design children. I'll have to ask about it again later.
What about Yuito? The drug I gave you was something that clouds the mind. It's the same drug they were giving you when you were in Toketsu. That doesn't mean I can tell you not to worry about it. I'm really sorry. And my time in Toketsu is slowly coming back to me. You don't need to apologize anymore. Let's start thinking about what we need to do next. Okay. It's not over yet, though.
I'm sorry I made you worry too, Haruka. That's okay. All I could do was watch, but I'm glad you came back. Welcome home.
Hey, what's going on, Sana? How you doing? Guess it's not over yet. Well, as fast as we got to Toketsu, we left just as fast.
Kasane, I'm getting multiple human readings some distance away. I believe it's Yuito platoon.
Copy that. Seems like they made it out too. Would be nice if we could exchange information with them.
Yuito, can you and your platoon hear me?
Kasane! Oh, I'm glad you're okay.
Are you near us? Yes, but we're closer to Togetsu than you, and we're still running. Let me make a suggestion. You learned something in there, right? Why don't we exchange intel? And we have a lot to talk about.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing.
Good, that settles it.
We'll be waiting halfway up Hino Mountain.
Roger that.
And then when
See
we
you
get
then.
there,
If we're exchanging information, what are we gonna tell them about Kyoka?
I think we should tell them the truth. I just feel we'll regret it later if we try to hide it. Besides, there's something about Togetsu I haven't been able to tell you yet. But let's wait until we meet up with Yuito and his team.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious to know what it is. But yeah, it'll be more efficient to hear it then.
Well, let's head their way then.
And now they're buddies again. Here it is, the question to join the team. Yep. Yo, thanks for the GGs, by the way.
There are resource readings in the area. I'll leave the pickup to you.
We gotta get all the way back there.
We can't go further without doing something to the ice.
No,
Looks like the only option is to chip away at it.
no.
Yay, all you can eat snow cones.
We're gonna surf. That's what we're gonna do.
Attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
It's over.
The attacks to the outer shell are working. I'll try to break it.
Oh god, there's two of them.
Keep your guard up.
It's over.
It's over.
That other attacked with explosion.
No,
It's
no,
dangerous
no.
to get close. If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful.
Show me what you got. Nice setup.
Good one.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. Yeah, that did so much damage.
Guess I'm stronger.
No!
Power, she's hypervelocity.
Let's try.
Okay.
Go, Kasane.
Useless. Check.
That was a great attack.
Thank you. Now I'm getting the fuck out of here. Haul ass, haul ass. Haul ass, haul ass. God, she's going fast. This is where we fought that big monster.
It's Yuito platoon. Let's go.
Kasane, looks like all of you made it out okay.
I was able to rescue them thanks to your help.
I should be thanking you. I would have been taken over by Babe if you hadn't been there.
Hey, Kasane. You're not going to try and kill Yuito again, are you?
I already told you. She was the one that saved me.
I know. But I want to hear her say it.
You have all the right in the world to doubt me. In fact, I don't blame you for it either. Yes, I think it's best to talk for now. We should talk and find a better solution, rather than just forging ahead on assumptions. It took me too long to come to this decision, and I apologize for that.
Something's different about you. Can you tell me what happened? Why did you try to kill me?
I know this will sound ridiculous, but please hear me out.
Oh boy, here it comes. No!
So my power affected the Kunad Gate.
So you knew.
Yeah. I didn't want to believe it, but it's true. So, the me in the future... I guess I just wasn't able to end it myself. How lame.
That's not true. The you in that time was great. And you right now is special too.
I have to admit, I never thought you'd be complimenting me. Thanks. That makes me feel a little better. I'm proud I have the same power as you.
That reminds me. How is your brain doing? Has it settled down at all?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm getting by. I told you not to worry.
Liar. He's trying to keep us from worrying, just like Naomi.
All right, we should exchange intel.
Then first and foremost, we got some questions, especially about Kyoka.
Yes, of course you would.
Kyoka, are you one of the design children from Togetsu?
Yes, I'm a clone made in Togetsu. My genes come from the founder of the Togetsu faith, Dr. Hitoyo Pope. The city is filled with chosen psionics, designed from the same genetic data as me. We are the children of Togetsu.
Again, this term, design children. I know I've heard it somewhere before. It was when I regained a memory of Mother. Yes. She said I was...
How did you forget this? This literally happened like 15 minutes ago. Do you have the brain of a goldfish?
Made.
I see. I guess that's why Kyoka and Dr. Pope look the same. We were shocked when we saw Dr. Pope's vision in the Togetsu facility.
I hate to ask this, but if she was one of the Togetsu followers...
Yes, Kyoka was a spy. She was spying on Kasane. But that's not the case anymore. She decided to live as one of us. I vouch for Kyoka. She's definitely not our enemy.
Yeah, I believe you.
What? That was fast.
That was fast.
The way Kasane looks at Kyoka is proof enough. Though, that's kind of an embarrassing way to put it. Honestly, I don't know much about Kyoka, so I can't really make this decision myself. But I do know Kasane. I wanted to talk to her to decide what to do, and I thought it was best to trust her. If I trust Kasane, then I trust the people she does.
Shiden, there's no need to get so riled up. You know very well this is the kind of person Yuito is.
Yeah, I just remembered how stupid he is.
Hey, Kasane. If Kyoka is one of the design children, does that mean you are too?
What? What are you talking about?
In Togetsu, we saw design children with the same face as Kasane's.
Oh.
Yes. I probably am.
That's a weird way to say it. This is the first I've heard of this. Care to extrapolate?
I remembered a little from when I was a child in Togetsu. I remembered Mother. From what I recall, I was told I was one of the design children. It only just came back to me, so it doesn't feel real. That's why I said it like that.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. It must be a painful memory for you. You look so sad. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
You're very kind, Hanabi. But of course you should have asked. Don't worry about it. And thank you.
You're so nice to her, Kasane.
Really? I wasn't trying to be. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask about?
Yeah, there is. If you know anything about humans coming from the moon, I'm hoping you can tell me more about it.
Humans coming from the moon?
Did you hit your head or something?
Oh, so you guys don't know about this? Wait, what he said is true?
What?
Yes.
Oh, dude in the background got mad quiet too. Uh-oh.
All right. I guess we should explain what we've been told.
Who should I talk to first?
What? What? Okay. This is weird. Yeah, see, when they said that phrase, he was like... I always wondered, though, if you look at his face, his eyes are two different shapes. That ain't normal. We're gonna talk to my boy Gamma first. My man Gamma.
The first colonists from the moon were led by Yakumo Sumeragi. What they established on Earth later became known as New Himuka.
Okay.
It's hard to believe, I know.
The first colonists came from the moon and they established New Himuka. Sugigami.
It was after the first colonists from the moon arrived on Earth that the extinction belt suddenly appeared. Because of its appearance, they were no longer able to contact the government on the moon. So, I guess it's safe to assume that there are people on the moon too?
Dude, man, just when you think you're gonna get some answers, the game's like, guess what? We're gonna throw you 3 more curveballs. People are from the moon. You were created. The lady who is this, she's a clone. Like, what the fuck?
The people who colonized the moon began a major cleanup effort to save the polluted Earth and make it habitable again.
The people who colonized the moon began a major cleanup effort to save the polluted Earth and made it habitable again.
They spent nearly 1,000 years on the project.
1,000 years. My God, that is a long time.
It may be hard to believe, but apparently our ancestors moved here from the moon 2,000 years ago.
2,000 years ago.
Apparently, human beings colonized the moon over 3,000 years ago because the Earth's environment wasn't livable anymore. It's so long ago, it feels like a fairy tale.
Huh.
We learned all of this after looking through Togetsu's archive, so I honestly don't know if we should really believe all of it.
But if you were a Togetsu spy, Kyoka, you would know if this is true or not.
Yes, that's indeed what we were taught. But if that was also part of the conspiracy, then...
Actually, no. It's true. It's all for real.
What do you mean, Kagero?
Tsugumi, don't look at me like that. I can't stand it when you look at me like that.
Kagero, there's a lot I want to ask you. But for now, tell us about history as Togetsu sees it. Do all Togetsu believers know this?
Right, about that. The faith. That's all a lie. Just a way to get Togetsu independence. Besides, the place is mostly made up of design children.
I must say, it didn't look like a religious establishment to me. So does that mean that you are one of the design children as well, Kagero?
Now, I said mostly, didn't I? I'm a colonist from the moon.
Get real. Even if there actually were colonists from the moon, that would have been 2,000 years ago.
Cold sleep.
Yes, exactly. A few dozen colonists are being kept in cold sleep in a Togetsu facility. They wake us up in turns to check on the state of the Earth, and then we're supposed to contact the moon.
Hold on. Does that mean you're from the same generation as Yakumo?
Look, I don't expect you to believe me right away or anything, but it's the truth. The people of New Himuka wanted to live on Earth, so those that wanted to return to the moon made Togetsu. Togetsu doesn't care about New Himuka or Seiran. They're an egotistical lot that wants to return to the moon instead of living on this crappy, other-filled planet. But as long as the extinction belt is there, they can't go back. Not only that, there's news that others are attacking the moon too. So they got to thinking, what can they do to save their homeland and escape Earth? They need to make it so the colonization never even happened in the first place.
The red strings. The time travel power.
I see. They want to go back in time and negate it all from ever happening. But wouldn't humanity eventually attempt to colonize Earth again and repeat this history?
To be precise, the plan is to only take the moon and Earth back in time with a few exceptions.
Is that even possible? Taking only a portion of the universe back in time.
They believe the red strings can do it. They plan to leave records of this timeline's history in the areas that were not taken back in time, so future generations won't attempt to colonize Earth again.
Hang on. I'm getting confused. That's so outrageous. I don't know how to take it all in.
This is the most realistic reaction to all of this being talked about right now. That right there.
Whether you want to believe it or not, Togetsu actually managed to create the red strings to carry out their plan. Kasane is the result of that, although it's pretty strange how Yuito has a similar power.
Let's suppose everything he said is true. That means this isn't really the time to be squabbling over New Himuka or Seiran.
Nope.
If Togetsu were to get what they're after, then none of us would have ever existed.
No, that's not right. We can't let them succeed. We're all here, trying to survive.
Kagero, why would someone at the center of Togetsu's plan reveal all this to us? Can we assume that you are planning to abandon them as well?
Ruining their plan is something I've been working towards since the beginning. That's why I joined them, to get in the way.
That sounds great and all, but how are we supposed to believe you?
You don't have to. If you've got a problem with me, I'll walk. But whatever happens, I'm not going to sit back and let them get away with erasing this history. I left my family on the moon. I won't let them take her existence, too.
Kagero means it. I can tell. It's been a long time since I've seen him like this. So please, trust him.
Tsugumi.
Tsugumi knows Kagero best. I think we can trust her judgment. Besides, I have a feeling you trust him already.
Yeah. If Tsugumi trusts him, then I trust him too.
And if Yuito does, then I do too. Of course, I'll kill him if he betrays us.
Of course. I keep making fun of them for being naive, but that's what ends up saving me.
If we're going to believe Kagero, then we have to believe all of the history about the colonists from the moon too. And then figure out what we can do knowing that.
We're stopping Togetsu's plan. That's all we can do.
Wait.
But it's too much for us to handle alone.
And now we're all gonna team
we
up?
Need someone who can move nations.
Are you going to ask New Himuka for help? We're fugitives there.
Even so, we have to. That doesn't mean I forgive them for the things they're doing, though. If they know what Togetsu is trying to do, they might realize their terrible actions are all in vain.
What if we asked Seiran for help? If they know about the Togetsu threat, they might realize that New Himuka isn't who they should be fighting.
I wonder. As far as I know, both New Himuka and Seiran should have a clear understanding about the moon colonists and their history. On top of that, they're both scheming to survive.
At least it's better than nothing. I don't want to just sit here and wait to be erased.
Indeed. So, we should split up and give it a shot?
Yes, let's do that. Yuito, you go to New Himuka.
And you go try explaining things to Seiran. Now we're finally after the same thing.
Let's do our best.
Okay. I don't even know what to think anymore.
Ugh, what an exhausting day. Way too much happened.
Yeah.
You don't get to say that! At least you already knew about the moon and Togetsu's plan.
I'm sorry.
Look, let's not start pointing fingers. We should sit down and try to process what we learned.
I agree. We've been in the dark all this time, but not anymore.
That's right. What we need to focus on now is stopping Togetsu. Kyoka, Kagero, you're both alright with that?
Yes, of course. This is what I want, to be with all of you.
So wait, you decided to trust me? Shiden, you're so sweet.
You're making me regret it talking like that.
Are you blushing?
Dang it, you caught me. You know, kids wouldn't talk to adults like that back in my day.
Back in my day.
I swear I'll never betray you. If I did, these last 2,000 years would be for nothing.
Then let's set out for Seiron after we get some rest.
So he's over 2,000 years old. But is that a reason why Charon asked him that question directly that last time?
I'm glad Yuito trusted us.
He's such a kid, though. I can't tell if he's honest, a sucker, or just too nice.
Yes, you're right. But that might be what makes him strong.
And then we still have, like... We still...
You don't remember being in Togetsu at all, Kasane? No. I only remember bits and pieces. Did you know me then? No, I didn't. I'm sorry I didn't tell you anything.
Okay, so she... Okay. Alright.
You look so relieved, Major. Your beauty just shines through.
There's a weight off my chest now that I told you everything. What about you?
Me? Can't you tell? I'm so refreshed from talking that I'm 50% more fresh-faced.
That...
I see.
That weight is still there, Keioka. I don't know what you're talking about. Weight off my chest. Okay, I thought we were going to team up with the other team, but I guess not. All right, so we're going to level up both of those two. Da, 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 da. I can't believe people went to the moon and came back. Our ancestors were really amazing. Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh boy. Like, I don't even know how to process this story anymore. Like, I don't even know, like, what to think anymore. I don't know what to think. My brain is mush. New products have been added to the lineup. Yeah. Let's make this. Okay. Let's make this. Yeah. Let's make this. Right on, right on, right on. Let's make this. And let's make this. All right. Now, oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. Rank 5. Wow. How am I liking the game so far? It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. Da, 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 da. Wait, crap. I didn't see the, is it this one? Your attack damage is increased by 10%, but your crush effectiveness is gone by 10%. Why would you want to do this? What? Your psychokinesis attacks increase by 10%, but your weapon attacks go down by 10%. I see. Okay. I'd rather do the 20%. I'd rather do the double-edged sword. Yeah, the double-edged sword seems more enticing. Yeah, it seems more enticing. All right. Let's grab... All right, let's see. Do we got any presents that we can give that we haven't given yet? Legend of the Light on Black Hill. Old PC. Let's see here. Fortune telling cards, which I know I can't turn in because I don't have the requirement. No. That rarely ever happens. All right, printed photo stand. And I still can't turn these in. Whoa, what? No. No, we don't have what we need, chat. No. This would unlock another accessory slot for our teammates. No. But I don't want to grind to get them. Because I tried to get the vase pals before and I couldn't get any. Dude, the chances of me getting these are probably never going to happen. God damn it. God damn it. You can't buy it, can you? No, you can't buy it. Ah. Unlucky. Alright, we're going to buy one of these, though, because we're going to put it on us. But yeah, I'm very much enjoying the game. It's something. Its storyline is it's something. Let's just say that. But it's been enjoyable. Okay. Yeah, if we wanna like upgrade our teammates and stuff like that, we would need to go farm this. Oh god, no. This and this? It is pretty complex. Yes, it is. It is definitely a classic anime telling of a story. Like, we still have no idea, like, about Kodama or Charon or... my brain hurts just thinking about it. Normally I'm like all over this stuff, but this is a game that actually I have no idea. All right, exchange, plugins, all the way at the bottom. Right? Is it plugins? No, it's presents. We need base, pause, and base pause. Base pause and base pause. Base pause and base pause. Base? Oh god. There's no main siding for them. No. Good morning, Raincon. The writer has a creative mind, throwing a lot of different elements in there. Yeah. But there's so many elements that I'm just like, okay, why didn't you just tell us? Like going here. The guy could have just told us. Kagero could just literally have told us. He could have, like, you know? It's that simple. That simple. Ain't complicated. They didn't need to travel all that way. He could have literally just been like, hey, look, all right, like, this is what's going on. And they could have been like, oh, bullshit. And then he was like, no, this is actually what's going on. And they've been like, really? You know? Like, how are you doing this morning, Rencon? You doing all right, sir? All right, additional EXP for doing brain crushes and auto heal. Okay. All is well, sir. Thank you for asking. I am glad to hear it. Do you really think Sauron's top brass are gonna listen? Fun episode.
Hey, Kasane, you free right now?
I guess so. What is it this time?
You remember my promise from before, right? A fun and exciting date with your one and only Daddy Kagero.
You're not my father, and I'm not interested in a date.
What? You told me the last one was super boring. You shattered my fragile heart into itty-bitty pieces.
You're still bothered by that? Fine, I'll say it was fun.
No, that's not what I mean. I want to make up for it. Besides, you know how I hid my past? I wanted to apologize for that. So this is like a second chance coupled with an apology.
The apology is fine, but I don't know why it has to be with a date.
It's like my dream, I guess? Just say yes, please. Let me show you a good time you won't forget.
Just say yes, chat, when someone asks you out on a date. Just say yes. Don't say no.
So, how was it? The dining experience at Baki's Cafe is supposed to be very popular with high school girls.
I think Naomi and Yuito would have enjoyed it more, but it was fun. No complaints here.
Next up is dessert. I'll get you anything you want. Cake? Parfait, maybe?
I'm fine with just tea.
I figured you'd say that. Already got a cup.
Wait, when did you... Oh, you used your invisibility power. That's an interesting use for it.
You can't just reveal my secret like that. Even if you know how it's done, it's more fun when you pretend you don't. Like this. I grew this flower from a seed. The flower symbolizes hidden kindness. A perfect match for you. So, what do you think so far?
Well, you seem to be following the standard dating norms I read in magazines, but they all have a nice Kagero twist. However, something's bothering me. You've gone through a lot of effort just to make up for lying.
You're either really perceptive or overly distrusting. But yeah, I guess it's time I tell you. The truth is, I tried to assassinate you back in the day, so that's kind of included in this apology.
Assassinate?
When?
From the looks of it, you haven't realized it at all. Guess that means I still got it. Fortunately, I didn't have to go through with it, but I was waiting for the right opportunity. Like trying to be alone with you.
As the one you were targeting, I believe I have a right to know why.
It was to stop Togetsu's plan. Their plan hinged on your power, so I thought that killing you might be the best option left for me. Of course, now that you've decided not to support them, I've got no reason to hurt you. You can trust me on that.
Okay,
well,
that's
I don't
nice.
doubt that, but I'm still not satisfied.
What, really? I guess this wouldn't be enough to make up for trying to kill you. I could do something even...
It's not that. It's just... killing someone. Is it that easy for you to do? I don't understand how you could make that decision so easily. Even if it is to achieve your goal. There's no way I could do that.
I see what you're saying. That makes sense. I mean, it's not like I don't value life or anything like that. But yeah, if I seem cynical about it, it's probably because I don't feel like I'm very... alive, I guess you could say. I'm like a ghost from the past, existing in a time when his family and everyone he knew is long gone.
Your family. You mentioned you left them on the moon.
Yeah, I had a wife and daughter. My daughter was simply the cutest. You'd be surprised she was related to me. She didn't have a bad bone in her body. I loved her dearly and she meant so much to me. But in the end, I couldn't do anything for her as a father. What's even more sad is that I've got no idea what kind of person she grew up to be. I mean, really, could I be a worse father? That's why, at the very least, I want to protect the life she lived. I'll do whatever it takes, even if it means turning against my homeland. I might even kill if it comes down to it. How about we leave this off here? I think you've heard enough.
All right.
Wait, but doesn't that mean like they're long dead though? Right?
So, what did you think of Daddy Kagero's date? Pretty awesome, right?
Yes, I would say it was worthwhile. I think I learned a little about who you are.
Ah, you finally realized what a wonderful, charming person I am. Oh, I'm such a heartbreaker.
Although, I still don't know how serious you are because you always joke around.
You know, I don't really know either.
Huh?
Just kidding. Sorry to make you help me fulfill my dreams today. See you later.
I wonder what he meant by that. I feel like I got to know him a little better, but
She
trying
has-
to understand other people isn't that easy.
She has 0 emotion? Well, now it makes sense given what we just learned about her.
There's a rumor lately that I've been using my power to spy on people. I would never do that, you know? I mean, I can't say I haven't thought about it. Do I look desperate enough to spy on people?
It's because you're always so thoughtless, but I know you're not like that.
Oh? Thanks. That's my Kasane. I like that you're always so cool-headed.
Level 4 of Kagero. Assault vision? Oh, dude, his assault vision. Oh, wow, his is probably pretty good. Nice, nice.
You wanted to get closer to me? Aw, shucks.
I guess I would like to understand you better.
She sounds like a deadpan robot in every dialogue. Well, we found out that she was created. So it would make sense why she was a robot, especially the way she was upbringing and the people who upbringed her. They were also robotic as well. So if there was someone you liked, Kasane, where would you want them to take you on a date? I want to know what kind of dates kids these days go on. You're definitely asking the wrong person. I've never been on a date and I don't plan to. Just thinking about it is a waste of time. That's very you, Kasane, but it's not as wasteful as you think. Thinking you want to bring someone here. When you're thinking of that person, it's like they're right there in front of you. I guess that's something you don't understand, Kasane. And then we also found out that he's over 2,000 years old. Could you imagine? Like, you know how when you go to sleep, right? You go to sleep, but time is still going, and then you wake up, but you have no, you can't recount that time that you were asleep. So it's like an instance of you going to sleep and waking up. Could you imagine being frozen and then bam, 2,000 years pass and then bam, unfrozen and here you are in a world you have no idea what it's like now. But for him, it was probably like a second. But for everyone else, it was 2,000 years. Could you imagine? That'd be so weird. Who is the other person we need to talk to? Togetsu was quite an ordeal. Nothing beats relaxing at a time like this. You need to keep your mind and body rested. I can't keep up with this plot, dude. This plot is all over the place. It's hard to keep up with. Normally, I'm pretty on it, like, but damn. Nah. Like some people, I remember when we were playing Death Stranding, some people said that storyline was confusing. Nah, bro. This right here is confusing. I mean, what is like? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I can't even fit like. All right, let's see. We know that now we are ancestors. Our ancestors left Earth and went to the moon because the Earth was unlivable because it was so polluted. And then 1,000 years later, they came back to try to fix the planet to make it livable again. And then the first establishment established New Himiko, which is where, what's his name? Let's see. His ancestor established it, which should be all the way at the bottom. Yeah, him. He established it. So, okay. And then Shiren, the other city, is just basically other people who came here who have a different way of doing things, pretty much. And then, so that's that. And then we find out that she's a design child, or she thinks she is. Apparently, there were people back there trying to had her same face. And then Togetsu was all about trying to get back to the moon. It was people who hated living on Earth, so all they wanted to do was get back to the moon. So then they designed her. So, or I don't know, that part I don't fully understand, but they were trying to trigger her time traveling powers so that she could reverse time and go back in time to the point before they ever came back to Earth, because they hate being here. So they just wanted to never come to Earth and just live on the moon. That part makes sense. She is a spy for them. She's also a clone made to monitor us and all that jazz. He's one of the one of the people that were frozen, and then they unfreeze them every couple thousand years, so that they can report back to the people on the moon about what life on Earth is like. So you got this guy right here. So he's very old. All right, and then the part that's like, okay. So the part that doesn't really make sense is there's this thing called the Extinction Belt, and that's where all the monsters come from that we fight, which are called Others. They're dubbed Others from the Extinction Belt, but they came after the people came from the moon to the Earth. So it wasn't here before. And we still don't know anything about them. I guess there's supposed to be some big mystery about them. Maybe revealed later, but we don't know anything about them. And then New Himiko. You have Saron and New Himiko, and New Himiko is basically is a martial law place. And then Saron has independence, but they're both doing research in secret they're doing other research in secret. New Himiko is researching how to turn people into others. And then Saron is researching, I think, how to convert others back into people, I believe. And then we got the storyline with Charon. Charon obviously wants to save someone. And he's trying to save someone. This makes Kingdom Hearts seem logical by comparison. It really does. It really does. But we know Charon wants to save someone, but he hasn't told us why or what or whatever. And we don't know what Kudama is up to at all. And we've had to fight her twice. And yeah, we have no idea what she's doing or her agenda at all. Seto died. He died, I think. Honestly, I have no idea where this guy even is. This guy hasn't, where has he been this entire time? He's been MIA. Yeah, where has he been? I don't know where he's been at. He hasn't shown up, honestly, since the third chapter. Maybe he's heavily involved in the other guys. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, maybe he stays. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it'll make more sense if you do buff the storylines. Yeah, maybe. It's pretty clear that he wants to save someone though. And he's trying to, I don't know. There's a lot going on. And then we have the whole future where if he doesn't die, then he dooms the planet, and then it looks like Charon killed the founder, and let's just do the Bond episode.
Kasane, do you remember when I said I wanted you to help me with a job?
For payment of the rations that you treated me to.
Yeah, I'm going to cash that in now. Don't worry, the job will be worth your time.
Yeah.
What are all these? Looks like empty bottles, junk parts, candy wrappers, and they're all mixed together.
Exactly. I need you to sort them.
Why do you have so much?
I kinda got lazy and didn't get around to cleaning them up. Oh, yeah, take care of this trash bag for me, too.
Don't throw it. You got trash everywhere again. Now what could this be? You don't see that many handwritten letters anymore. How interesting.
Oh, that. You can throw that out, too.
But it's unopened. Let's see. It's from Major General Fubuki. What if it's important? Are you sure you don't want to check it?
Then he would have messaged me instead of using this archaic method. If you're that curious, be my guest and read it.
Don't mind if I do.
You didn't even hesitate. So, anything surprising?
No. Basically, he's filling you in on what he's been up to. Also, he says not to drink too much soda.
I thought so. He sends me letters filled with stuff that doesn't matter. I don't get it at all. I would reply to a message, but a letter? Just opening it is a pain.
If he's going through the trouble of handwriting a letter, don't you think it means there's something special he's trying to get across? If that's the case, then you should really cherish these. You never know what could happen to us next.
Look, it's not that I don't understand what you're saying, but these letters have been piling up, and just finding a place to keep them is a pain. Besides, just getting the letter lets me know that he's doing okay. So you can throw this in the trash. Fubuki and I aren't like you sisters.
You're awfully stubborn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Exactly.
I forgot they're siblings.
You're a perceptive one.
She's so very different from me and Naomi. Especially how little she seems to care about her brother. Still... Arashi, remember the Major General Fubuki you saw in the future?
Yeah? What about him?
You were angry, weren't you? I mean, you saw it with your own eyes. You keep saying that you're not those kinds of siblings, but it doesn't feel that way to me. So why...
I mean, of course I'd get mad if he died. I feel like human emotion is a strange mechanism.
Really?
More importantly, Kasane, I don't see your hands sorting through the trash.
Huh?
That was a good distraction, but you're not getting out of your work.
I wasn't trying to get out of it. I'm not like you.
Great. Then good luck here. I'll be busy skipping out on my own work. Have fun.
Looks like she dodged my question.
She sure did. There's obviously some she wants to hide.
I've been in the OSF a long time, and a rookie as good as you is a rare thing.
You mean a rookie who's easy to give your work to?
I can't just give my work to anyone. I chose you because I know you can handle it. Also, because I trust you personally, even outside of work. So, I'll trust you to keep working as an extension of myself.
Yuito is actually the first person picked. Chat voted for for us to use the girl. This is chat's fault.
You're intriguing. I'm discovering more and more of your good qualities. I am.
Yeah.
Well, I guess getting to know someone isn't a bad thing.
Let's see. Oh, I think there was an important computer part in the garbage I had you throw out. I don't know if I can get another one. This only happens because you're so messy. Why do you use such an old-fashioned device anyway? It doesn't suit you. It's true, a PC can't keep up with the human brain when it comes to processing speed. They're ineffective in old-fashioned things. But building these antiques and thinking on how to make them function better is how I exercise my brain. It seems ineffective at first, but the result is an increase in total efficiency. I guess the simple answer is it's my hobby. All right, gift giving time. Okay. Let's see here. Da, 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 da. Yo, Kanchu, what's going on? Thanks so much for the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome everybody came along from Choose Raid. How you all doing? Hey, what's going on, JD? Yo, and Chase, hey, how's it going? I saw you post that emote earlier.
This is nice.
Thanks, I'll take it. Nice, nice. All right, gift number Sheeden. Legend of the Light on the Black Hill. Da, 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 da. Take these books.
Not bad.
This is an old fantasy novel. It's been digitized, but I prefer to read an actual book. Okay. Okay, what's up with this game? It's all over the place. It's very hard to explain, I have to say. You really think Sharon? Oh yeah, we read that. It's very hard to explain. It has like a bit of Persona in it, a bit of Nier in it.
Good taste.
Oh, don't be a jerk and show those photos. I'm going to put this and ask whose photo I'm going to put in it. Okay. Oh, and thank you. Da-da-da. Chat just knows you preserve ways to blame us. That's not true. I only blame you when it's 100% your fault. Old PC. Like, come on.
You know what I like. Thanks.
Yeah, it's all over the place. There's nothing like tinkering with old terminals. I love seeing the old design concepts. An Arashi-built PC is always guaranteed to perform. However, delivery dates beyond my mood. Okay. All right, we gave all our gifts. All our gifts. Did I read this? No one's talking about where the cargo originated from, but I'm guessing we're right. Those brains were from clones, right? Yes, there should be no mistake that all those heads were from the Design Children clones. You're right. That's because Togetsu has the technology to mass produce Design Children. They are created to carry out missions, and if they fail, they die. Those heads could be from the ones that were disposed of for failing. That's right. However, that doesn't explain the massive amount of heads. Either way, the fact remains that they mass-produced them for the transaction. We found out the truth, but it doesn't sit right with me. That's a bit disturbing. I want to apologize for what happened the other day. Can we meet and talk in person? I'm waiting in Saron. All right. Go hang out with our boy Gamma. All right, I guess I'm going to Saron now. All right, Gamma, let's do it.
Gamma,
I'm sorry to bother you about this, Kasane.
it's fine. I wanted to talk to you too, to apologize.
Why? I'm the one who should say sorry. You don't have any reason to apologize to me.
I just dumped all my feelings on you without any regard for yours. If I'm being honest, I still don't think I completely understand how you feel right now. However, after everything I've experienced lately, I think I can imagine it a little.
Did something happen? You really felt like you wanted to die?
Not me, Naomi. She said that she didn't want to live anymore. She didn't want to live as an other, her sanity being maintained with medicine made of human brains.
She said that?
I didn't understand her at the time. I wanted her to live no matter what it meant. But now I partly understand where she's coming from.
Okay.
That feeling that makes you want to run away from life when things are so incredibly hard and painful. If that's what you were feeling, then I realized I didn't have any right to complain to you.
Thank you for understanding. Let me just say it again. I shouldn't have unloaded my feelings of self-pity on you. I'm old enough to know better. So I brought you something as a token of apology.
Is that a packed lunch?
Yeah, they're all from the recipes Naomi gave me.
Food?
I don't know if you're hungry or not, but maybe you'd be willing to give them a taste.
Thank you. I wanted to taste what her recipes were like.
This is stir-fried mackerel and green peppers. This is vegetable namul, and that's shredded meat.
Wow, you really went all out.
Mackerel?
I'm still learning, so I've burnt some of them. It may not look appetizing, but it should still be edible.
I'll take this then. Not bad. It does remind me of my sister's
Chad can
cooking
have
a
the
little.
mackerel one.
Really?
Yes. It doesn't even come close to the real thing, though.
I see. But getting you to say that it reminds you of it is still an accomplishment.
It's fairly good and a little familiar. It must have taken you a while to make all of this.
It wasn't a big deal. Cooking helps calm me. It's perfect for self-reflection.
You think so?
Yes, although I used to think it was a waste of time. I thought about what you said while I cooked.
Which part? I think I said a lot the last time we talked.
About how I wanted to roll over and die, and how that was selfish. It really hit me hard, thinking how much Naomi wants to live in her original body. And about how much all my friends who died in battle would have wanted to live. It made me realize that wasting whatever life I have left was disrespecting their memory.
Part of me thinks you're taking it a little too seriously, but I'm glad I got through to you.
I might be too serious, but I plan to live the rest of my life to its fullest.
How?
First thing is to get back to eating healthy with Naomi's recipes. I also want to reevaluate the way I spend my weekends. Maybe find a new hobby besides cooking.
Sounds like a good idea. And I'm sure your cooking will get better with practice.
Then I guess I'll keep at it. Would you mind tasting more of my food sometime?
Of course.
Thanks. I still have trouble figuring out what's good or bad since
As long
I've
as
never
it's
been
not
concerned about
mackerel.
how my cooking tasted before.
You seem like you're enjoying it.
I am, although it stresses me out while I'm doing it. Well, maybe I enjoy that part too.
He looks so alive. Maybe he started to feel more positive about his life.
Gamma's so cool. Hey, have a good rest of your day, Con. Thanks so much again for the raid. Enjoy that food. I want to talk. I used to think that I didn't need a hobby, but after trying cooking and some other things, I realized the necessity of it. A hobby isn't something someone has you do like a job. It's something you do on your own to improve yourself. Really? That sounds more serious than I thought. Serious? I was trying to say that it's fun. Well, that's just my interpretation. You should find something that you enjoy. Okay. Oh, we have to talk with Sumaji. I want to talk to you about something, Kasane. I want to talk alone, so come to Mabushi if you feel like it. Only if you feel like it, though. You don't have to be so reserved all the time. I guess if talking like that relaxes you, you don't have to force yourself to change. I'm leaving now. Wait for me there. Yeah, nobody wants anything with a poached egg, whatever that
Sorry
is.
to keep you waiting. You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
Oh, Kasane. Oh.
What is it?
Nothing.
But you just look like you noticed something. Did you see something with your clairvoyance?
What is it?
Well, I won't pry if it's uncomfortable for you to share. Yes?
Your left knee.
My left knee.
You may not have noticed, but there's a bruise. You might have hit it during a fight.
Oh, now that you mention it, I did hit it in my last fight.
I think you should get that treated. The bone isn't hurt, but it might leave a mark.
Good idea. I'll get it looked at when I get back to the hideout. I'm surprised you noticed.
I had a feeling you were subconsciously favoring your left leg when you were walking over here. I was worried, so I couldn't help but use my power. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing? I should be thanking you for telling me about my injury.
It's okay, Marianne.
Because I violated your privacy by looking under your clothes. It's not good to use my power without permission like that.
Ah, I see. That's why you felt uncomfortable telling me. I suppose that would be the general consensus.
Some things are off limits. I'm not a child anymore, but I'm still doing the same stuff as back then.
Did something happen when you were younger?
Yes. I didn't realize back then that what I can see isn't something I necessarily should.
She was looking at a lot of people butt
When I
naked.
told people what I saw, they would get uncomfortable and sometimes get scared of me. I finally realized that I shouldn't be doing things like that. That looking underneath someone's clothes or inside their home was bad.
Is it really so bad?
What? I mean, nobody wants to have their secrets revealed. You wouldn't like that, would you?
To be honest, that wouldn't really bother me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have any secrets. People can look all they want. Are you saying you can see inside people's bodies too?
Yes. It can be a little revolting if you're not used to it.
Okay, yeah,
And
that
not
has to
only
be a
can you
little
see
disgusting.
injuries, you can detect internal diseases early as well. That means your power can save lives. It's fascinating. There really aren't many that can do that. I think it's a wonderful power.
You're the first person other than Kagero to say that.
That's surprising. I thought the OSF would evaluate your effectiveness quite highly.
They tell me it's effective in battle, but my power hasn't often been noted for its everyday uses. I've been mindful in trying to avoid seeing things, or not talk about it if I do see something. It's a strange feeling being told I can look. It does take a weight off my shoulders, though.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Thanks, Kasane.
Thank you for finding my injury. By the way, didn't you have something you wanted to discuss?
Oh, we can talk about that some other time.
Really? I still have time now.
It's okay, really. I'll talk to you about it the next time I see you.
Sure. See you then.
Bye, Marianne.
She seems to have a lot on her mind. I can't help but be a little concerned. Next time I see her, I need to make sure we talk.
I'll never forget that voice actor is Marianne from Fire Emblem The Three Houses. I will always call her that. Make sure you take care of that bruise. Once a spot gets hit, it's easy to get hit there again. I worry because you are a little careless about enemy attacks. Thanks for your concern, but I'm not careless. Dodging's the least amount necessary. Just yields the best results. What about you, Somaji? You keep your distance from your enemies, but that doesn't mean you can let your guard down. You never know what attacks they could send your way, so be careful. It probably is dangerous when I'm out of ammo. Thanks. I'll try to be careful. Okay. All right. Okay. Did we look through all the gifts? We did, right? Yeah? I think we did. So I want to assume if you've already given them something, then there's like no point of giving them it again. Gosh, that was so ridiculous and rough. All right, back to plot. Let's go.
Time to get a little rest.
All right, let's all go to sleep.
I think we're all rested up.
Yeah, we can't exactly take our time on this one. Togetsu could have sent people after you too. Be careful out there. I'll do what I can on my end to support you.
Man, Haruka, you're great. I thought Yuito Platoon's Wataru was pretty good, but hey, you're not so bad yourself. Gotta hand it to our twins for all their support, right? Love ya!
It would have been the perfect compliment if you didn't mention my brother, but thank you.
Do you have no shame?
What? Aren't you ashamed that you just can't pay anyone a compliment?
If anyone should feel ashamed, it's you.
Kyoka, Arashi, let's go. It seems like Kagero and Shiden want to mess around.
Well, you heard her, Shiden. Want to mess around then? So what will it be? A fist fight? Power battle? A youngin' like you won't best me.
Shut up! Don't make me part of your antics.
Anyway, if we're going to talk to Seiran, where should we start?
I suppose we should think about that before we head there.
Okay. Meanwhile...
Yeah, we don't have any connections with the Seiran government. What about your influence with the press, Arashi?
I'm good at using them to promote an image. But getting them to do what I want, when I want, is a different story. Moreover, we're talking about politics here. Getting people to believe us is not going to be an easy task.
This is the type of information that would be better spread among the people as a rumor, than inform them once enough interest builds.
An impressive analysis from a former spy.
I know that's a compliment, but I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Hey, let's get back on topic. What about that official from before? The guy who asked us to assassinate Yuito.
We had that disagreement over Naomi. I doubt he'd be willing to hear us out after that.
Karin might be able to get through to the Seiran government.
Right, Major General Karin. It does seem like he could.
He left in a hurry when we last saw him at the facility where they were keeping Naomi. I wonder where he is now.
Wait, something is happening at the Supernatural Life Research Facility.
Uh-oh.
Good thing we decided to monitor it. They're starting to transport the other weapons.
Transport? What do you mean?
Their destination is Mizuhagawa. Naomi is included.
What are they planning on doing with her?
Probably nothing good, considering all the trouble they're going through.
Did they leave some kind of plan behind? They need some reason to be doing this.
Wait, it's mostly been redacted, but I found one. Oh, they have the name of the person in charge. No, it can't be.
Tell us who it is already.
The one trying to take the other weapons? It's Major General Fubuki.
Fubuki? Why?
There was always a possibility that he was somehow involved, considering the research facility is operated by Spring Pharmaceuticals.
I'm just wondering about Major General Karin and whether or not he's involved. Because if he is...
I don't care about the reason right now. We can ask them when we get there.
You're absolutely right. But either way, we still have to go rescue Naomi.
Yeah. Should be easy to talk if Fubuki's in charge. I can't imagine they have enough people with the transfer power to carry all the other weapons at once.
Even with the shuttling, they will have to take breaks between transfers. We should still have time to make it.
We should hurry before it's too late.
Now Fubuki's gonna be evil?
What is Major General Fubuki doing in Mizuhagawa?
Maybe moving the other weapons to Suo. If so, Naomi and the rest might not be safe. We have to get my sister back. Let's move.
I think it's funny because I was just talking about him too. I was like, oh man, Fubuki hasn't showed up in like since like chapter 3, and bam, here he is. All right. Gotta go to Mizugawa, which was the construction area. We've been here before. This is the third time we've come back to this area. No, no, no. All right, save. He'll be good 2 chapters from now. Yeah, he's only gonna be a bad guy in this chapter, and then bam. I mean, that's the way it's been going, so who knows what's going on. He also has Kudama with him, so I don't know. Kudama is so weird.
I confirmed a water attack. Are you okay? These might take some more.
It was thanks to my power.
Enemy is stunned.
It's over.
Did my job.
Well done, Kasane. Keep that up.
Thank you, thank you.
Choka's duplication should be useful.
Lend me your power.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
If I get the timing right, I might be able to use the restriction equipment around here for an attack.
You seem to be doing more damage with your normal attack. Well, that's because Shiden. It's probably because Shiden's electricity. It beefs up your normal attacks. It adds more hits to it. He has like a sparks effect, so it adds more
Aim for a tweak spot.
more hits onto your.
Thank you.
Let's finish it.
Yo, hey Steph, what's going on? Yo, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 46 whole months, dude. Thanks so much for the 46 months. How you been? Oh, this is the box monster.
Time for stealth.
Nice. The enemy doesn't see us.
I'll do it.
Yeah, thank you so much for the 46 months of support, dude. That's so long. Oh my gosh.
The attack to the outer shell is working. I'll try to break it.
Use it well.
Ow.
Do something.
I'm okay. I just woke up and made you some breakfast. Hell yeah.
Focus on that spot.
You didn't have any eggs, did you? Because if you had eggs, that's not breakfast. What have you been up to? I haven't been able to drop by. I'm usually sleeping when you're streaming. What have you been up to?
For you, Kasane.
My God.
Of course, this is what would happen if we worked together.
Let's keep this going. It's down. Let's finish it.
Using the Shiden. Please, Kyoka.
The enemy is stunned. Now's the time.
Work, work, work. Not much happening here.
Grown so much.
The eggs are wonderful. Eggs are an atrocity.
I found something.
You should be thrown in jail if you say you like them.
Thank you.
Yo, Rain, hey, thank you also for the resub. Thank you for the 6 whole months and welcome back. Yo, thank you so much for the 6 whole months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Are you playing Scarlet Nexus too, Steph? If you are, how are you liking it? And who are you playing as?
That looks like our target.
You can see we're playing as Kasane. What's wrong with eggs? So how do you like Scarlet Nexus so far? I like it for the most part. I do find some things to be a bit shallow though.
Help me, Kagura.
Like, I don't really like the fact that like the missions from the people inside the city don't really seem to matter at all. You know what I mean? Like there's like no point of even doing them. And sometimes I get a little bit annoyed when you get attacked off screen with a projectile.
Nice job.
Because it's like almost borderline unreactable, which is really frustrating sometimes, especially when you're getting bombarded. But other than that, it's fine. It's been pretty enjoyable. I like the power dynamics. The only thing I wish was changed for the most part is I wish we could play as our teammates. Like I would love to be able to use their weapons, you know? I think that would add so much variety to the game. But it's been really cool.
All right. I'll do it. Check.
That was a great attack.
I can't do anything. He's in the box. Even if he, yeah, I can't do it. I gotta run away.
I'm off.
That seems to be the spot.
I don't like that you miss enemies even though you're locked on. Yes, the lock on is very weird in this. It's you lock on, but your attacks don't focus on that enemy. It's very strange. It's like it's not what you think a lock on would be. I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel the same way.
Isn't that the other we're supposed to take down? We did it! It lost us!
Leave it to me. Use it well.
It was thanks to my power.
It's over.
Nice. You're playing as the guy. I'm at the moment I'm trying to see if I want to do another playthrough and play as him. If it's like drastically different. I guess there would be different fights and stuff involved, I guess. If you play as Yagito and stuff. Alright, let's save. I hate that you're not able to dodge with status effects. I hate the fact that it's really hard to tell when someone's gonna like when you're fighting multiple enemies at a time, it's really hard to tell when an enemy's gonna attack you and you can dodge. Like it's
together.
Like when you have enemies throwing constant projectiles at you and some enemy meleeing you in the face, it's really hard sometimes to read the enemies correctly and dodge appropriately, I have to say. It's very easy to get, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to, like, I guess someone said I'm looking for the word telegraph, but I don't think that's it. It's like, you can't really tell for the most part. Like, okay, so like the rose enemies, right? These? Here they are. Where are they? These. It's so hard to tell when they're going to actually attack. You have, like, the animation of knowing when they're going to do a move. It just doesn't... It doesn't make... You know, like, you look at it and you can't tell when it's coming. It's very strange, and I feel like it's like that for a lot of enemies. Like the bigger enemies are easier to read, for sure. But the smaller enemies, oh boy. What are these? What are these monsters? That's also something in this game that I wish they would elaborate on. Like, there's no real lore behind these guys yet. We haven't learned. We don't know. We don't really know why anything about them. Maybe it's part of the storyline, but like later. But we don't know. Nothing. All we know is that they feed on human brains, and that's it. That's it. Like, we don't know why they all have like these they all, like, when you do the brain crush on them, you pull out a light bulb and you destroy it, and that kills them. No idea why. You know, like, no, I wish we had some lore. You know, like, I mean, you don't really need lore, say, in like Final Fantasy X, right? And you're fighting like a chimera. You already got an idea what a chimera is. Or like a giant bird or something. I don't know how far you are, but the boy and girls routes are different. But the boys route, you'll get explained at a point what's the monsters. I'm on... Where am I? I think I'm on like chapter 9 with her, I believe. I'm on, yeah, or phase 9. Because I think phase 0 was the prologue. Maybe we should play the guys. Because I do want to see how the sword plays. Oh, God. There's Kudama.
I can see Naomi, and it looks like more human-born others. So they can actually control others.
That's Kodama platoon. Are they transporting them to Suo?
What do you want to do? You want to try contacting Major General Fubuki through Brain Talk?
We don't have time for that. We're going to get right in their faces. Arashi, can I leave the negotiation with the Major General to you?
I think that's best. I should be the one to do it. Just be ready to fight if things go south.
I'm ready. I think we all are. Okay, let's go.
We're gonna fight Kudama again?
Fubuki, Kodama, what are you doing?
Ah! What are you doing here?
Kasane? Arashi? Kodama, I need you to stand down.
You got it, Master Fubuki. Okay, guys, you'd better not try to pull a fast one, or I'm gonna get mad.
What are you doing here? More importantly, why did you side with Karin? It's left Suo in a mess. If you tell me that Karin tricked all of you, I can talk to the higher-ups in New Himuka on your behalf.
Thanks for the generous offer, but we've got some questions for you first. These others you're transporting, do you know what they are?
Of course I do. They're weaponized human-born others.
So what exactly are you planning on doing with them?
I've received information that Karin is gathering people with powers in Mizuhagawa. According to my investigation, he's planning on joining forces with Togetsu, taking with him technology he stole from Suo and Seiran. I want to stop him.
I see. So you needed extra help in the fight against Karin and thought to use the other weapons to get the upper hand.
Yes, even he should be reluctant to attack human-born others. If it should come to a fight, as long as we have these other weapons...
He's gonna show up, ain't he? Whoa!
Arashi, what are you...
Didn't see that coming.
Kodama? Did we just get duped?
Sure did.
Hold on, why are there two Kodamas?
Take this!
Ugh, missed. Arashi's hypervelocity is annoying.
Looks like the cat's out of the bag. Is she using duplication?
No. When?
No, she's not. And I don't sense anything close to my power. She's real.
Who in their right mind freaking attacks their younger brother with a chainsaw without hesitation?
I didn't hesitate because there's no way Fubuki would use human-born others to attack Karin. Not if she is among the others here. He would never consider using the other weapons in an actual fight. Maybe Fubuki was only following someone's orders after being subjected to a personality rehabilitation. Then it would have been my duty as his sister to stop him at any cost. Even if it means cutting him down.
What a scary sister. I thought I did a pretty good job.
Great. This is why it's a pain when someone they're close to shows up. I don't care about your issues. Who are you? Are you design children from Togetsu too? Design what now? We're Suo kids, born and raised.
I guess there's no sense in hiding it at this point, since you know there's two of us already. I'm Yuta Malone, Kodama's older twin sister. I'd say nice to meet you, but we've already met each other a few times now.
Okay.
You're twins?
Something felt off when Seiron's transport team was attacked. It's because that Kodama we saw was actually Yuta.
Exactly. Wasn't my transformation power amazing? Normally, I'd hate showing myself. But how could I not when it means getting to see my hero, Kasane?
What? Hero?
Oh, just remembering how you crushed Kodama like a bug sends a shiver down my spine.
Cut that out! You sound like a total creep. And stop acting like you were there. You're always ordering me around from behind the scenes. I like being valued by the new Himuka government, but I'm the one who's always getting stuck with the annoying work. Stupid Kodama! Stop blabbing everything to them.
So you're working for New Himuka. Are you planning on using Naomi and the other weapons for a war?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Unfortunately, now that you learned our secret, we're going to have to kill you.
Yeah, that hasn't worked out pretty
Sorry,
well.
but this is the end of the road for you.
I'll never let you use Naomi. You're the ones who are about to be ended.
Battle with Kodama 47. But now, you have to fight two of them. Ah, fuck, right. You got it. Oh, God.
So that's how she really is. Hey, don't let me in with her. I'm not a creep like you.
Good enough.
Go ahead and use my power, Kasane.
Ah, shit.
I'll support you.
Give it to me, Arashi.
Crap, 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 crap. I didn't get any healing. No!
We still need your help. Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
What a twist. I mean, but we still don't know jack shit. Like, okay, there's two of them. All right. Still don't know anything.
Hey, snap out of it. Help me, Kagura. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I'm off. Using the Shida.
Oh, God, she blocked it. This girl. Didn't block it this time, though. Uh-oh.
Let's go, Yuta.
Some are close to their limit. Yuta's attack changed. Yuta transformed into Kodama. I see, so that's how these sisters fight.
Okay, those are like following mine.
It's my job.
Okay. God damn it. This is gonna be rough. I didn't buy any healing items. I didn't think about it at all. I mean, it's just like every other plot beat in this game. Look, you can stop showing me the brain field tutorial. Okay? It doesn't make sense to show me the brain field tutorial. I don't have brain field. Okay, yes, I do. I take that back.
I'm so excited that I get to play with my hero, Kasane.
I thought something was fishy about her, so that's who she really is.
Ah, darn it. I got
Don't be with her. I'm not a creep like you. Get it together.
Oh my god.
Do something.
God, she does so much damage. I mean, she should.
Go ahead and use my power, Kasane.
No. No, no take backs. What do you mean no take back? Alright, nice. Alright, we got her all nice and wet.
Let's go, Yuta. Ride with me, will you? No escape.
Yuta's attack changed.
Alright, she's all nice and wet again.
I see. So that's how these sisters fight.
Oh my god, these mines.
Not good. Someone is down.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh my god. The moment I decide to attack. Fine. Jesus.
It's my job. Don't take it personally.
You perv? What I did, I'm throwing water. I'm throwing water on him so I can hit him with the electrical punch. You're the one making it perv. I need to make her wet by throwing water on her so I can use Shiden's electricity power to electrocute her. Come on. It ain't me doing it, it's you. Alright. Let's buy some stuff. Let's see. Max jellies. I can buy 9 for $9,000. No, let's buy mediums. Mediums are good. Yeah, right? Look, I'm telling the truth. What do you mean, yeah, right? I'm telling the truth. Would I lie? Come on now. Ask yourself this, would I lie? And you know deep down in your heart the answer is no. No. You know it, I know it. Almost exclusively. I will say though, Kudama has my favorite look out of any girl in this game. And that's like not even a contest.
Excited that I get to play with my hero, Kasane.
I thought something was fishy about her, so that's who she really is.
Hey, don't let me in with her. I'm not a creep like Yuta.
Go ahead and use my power, Kasane.
How am I supposed to get rid? You really just have to like evade it like that?
I'm rooting for you.
You're gonna have to go with chat on this one? Oh, come on, that's unfair. Chat's always trying to think the worst of me. Always. Oh, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Thank you.
No. No. Dude, these water mines are ridiculous.
Hey, is that really it? Let's go, Yuta. Ride with me, will you?
There's a member down. How do they look?
Kasane, give me more, please.
I'm not
Well.
done yet.
All right, here we go, chat. We're making her wet again. There it is. And now we're gonna slow down. Oh, we're gonna electrocute her while she's wet. Easy damage. And we're gonna slow down time.
Quit shaking and come get me. Not yet. Lend me your power. Easier than I thought. Time for our trump card. Playtime is over.
Time for stealth.
They're getting ready for something.
Uh-oh.
Get ready for it.
What the fuck just happened?
I'm gonna burst your eardrums and turn your brains into jelly. Seriously? What a lame line. They're lucky to die by my beautiful voice.
Making her wet again. Slow down time. Electric. Well, you got wrecked. Yeah. Electric shock. Oh god. Oh god. Well. What the fuck? Heal.
That was close.
Nope. Your ultimate move means nothing to my hyper speed. Oh gosh, she's fast. Whoa. Stop perving. I'm not perving. I'm just trying to be. I'm just trying to be effective in battle. Oh my god. No, no, no. Kasane! Hey, oh, water barrel. There you go, girl. There you go. Slow down time. Electricity. Yeah. 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 Invisible. Oh yeah, that's not entirely what I was trying to do. Here we go. Kyoken times 20. Nice. No, I don't even know what I done. Oh god. Oh god. Got it. This isn't Dragon Ball Z. Everything's Dragon Ball Z.
It's up to you.
Oh, I'm about to brain drive you, girl.
You.
Get penetrated. Oh, right in the boob. Oh no, we got her right in the boob. In both of them.
Really, Kodama?
Won't go easy.
Where's the other girl? Dame? Whoa! Oh, she was my teammate. She was posing as my teammate. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right, that caught me off guard. Wow. I barely damaged her. Hold on. Making you wet incoming. There you go, girl. Slow down speed. Electricity. Shocking, isn't it?
I'm rooting for you. Time for stealth.
Get up. No, 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 no. I see. So she poses as our teammate.
Do something.
I see, I see. No, 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 no. No, dude, how the fuck?
I'm not done yet.
Ow.
Are you okay? Yes,
Get up.
Kyoka. Thanks to you.
You better be grateful.
Now's not the time to rest.
I spent all that time.
Can you just
Fuck,
let
fuck,
me
fuck.
rest?
Da, 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 da. Get up.
Get it together.
Not bad. I thought I was about to die.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 what the fuck? Where am I taking damage from? I don't even know. Jesus.
He's close.
I'll support you.
Yeah. That's close as an understatement. Jesus.
Too slow. Lend me your power.
Oh god.
You, Naomi. I'll never forgive you.
We did it. Yes.
Dang it. They got us. I'm still throbbing from Kasane's attacks.
She's throbbing.
Not another word. I hate that we're related.
We've got you now. Give up.
I just got a good idea. You said Naomi is in there? Seems like a good opportunity to try out the other weapons. Whoa, Yuta. That's messed up.
No, don't!
It's showtime!
Uh-oh.
So they really do obey your commands. Whoever came up with this is sick in the head.
Naomi!
Oh, is this what they call overkill? I wanted to take Kasane home with me and make her my pet.
Naomi, can you hear me? It's me, Kasane.
Kasane.
Whoa!
What? What is this attack?
Suo reinforcements.
No, it's...
Togetsu. It's a design children army. Damn it, they came after Kasane.
Who are those guys? They just straight up ruined my plan! Well, I'm not getting caught in the middle of this. It sucks to lose the other weapons, but hey, their survival didn't really matter to the plan anyway. Looks like they're after you guys. Have fun now! Show them a good time for us. Until we meet again, Kasane, we'll be sure to have lots of fun together next time.
They just teleported out. I still had a lot of questions for them.
Yeah, you might want to get out of here.
These guys really don't hold back.
Their tactics only work because they're using disposable design children.
I can't get through to any of them. They've shut off all the connections I used in Togetsu.
Guess they're not interested in talking. Do we have an escape plan?
I I'm looking, but I've got nothing. There's no way out of this unless you can teleport out of there.
What are you saying?
Everything's okay.
Naomi?
I finally understand why I was turned into this other. It was to protect you.
What are you talking about?
I'll draw them away.
You can't take them on all alone, even if you are another.
I'm not alone. Everyone said they would help too.
Don't, Naomi. You can't. I'll find another way out.
I'm sorry. You always had to take care of me. Let me be your big sister this one last time.
Naomi, no!
Oh, come on. Don't. And she's dead. Just like that. Get.
Naomi.
Oh, boy. Oh, she's still there. Now she's dead.
Everyone, we need to get to safety. She would want us to survive. Okay, let's go.
Rip. Look, me trying to guess what's happening is just going wrong at every turn.
Naomi. Naomi.
Looks like we made it.
But did she make
Naomi
it?
and the others.
She's still there. Oh no.
Naomi. Naomi. Naomi.
Wait!
Wait, I get to control this? Those are red icons as in we're gonna have to fight her. Yeah.
Naomi, what happened to Naomi?
Yeah.
Naomi. Naomi. Oh no. Naomi. You can't die. I need you.
Hey, when do you become such a crybaby? Hello, Kasane.
Naomi. You're alive. Thank goodness.
You came back for me, Kasane. Even though it put you all in such danger. I'm glad you're okay. I couldn't bear if something happened to you.
Naomi. Your injuries. Are you in pain?
No. I don't feel them. They can't hurt me anymore. Becoming this monstrous thing. Using drugs made of human brains if I wanted to keep being myself. It was so awful. I wanted to die. But I'm glad I was alive today. I'm so glad.
Hold on, Naomi.
What are you saying?
I was here to perform one final act of humanity. They made me this, but they couldn't take away my soul.
Don't cry, chat.
Thank you, Kasane, my sister. Live a long life for both of us.
But that doesn't say why she was here in the first place, though.
You can't leave me. No.
Like, why was she here?
Naomi, why?
Because plot. Oh, it's Karen.
What?
Where have you been, Karin?
Alice.
Alice.
I failed again.
Uh-oh.
Major General Karin?
I have to use this again.
What are you talking about? They killed my sister!
He's gonna go back in time.
Why did she have to die to protect me? Why did this have to happen to her?
Silence. We can use the red strings.
Karin, are you eating her power?
This happened before.
I'll try again. As many times as it takes. Yuito, where is he right now?
He's gone. He must have teleported. Did he just say Yuito?
You're right. There was his brain eater. He just copied my red strings.
Yes, but he didn't appear to use it. Since Major General Karin is not a red strings user like Kasane, he might need some sort of condition to activate the power.
Could that condition be Yuito? If we take the connection between time travel and the Kunad Gate into account, Karin is trying to get his hands on the power that opened the Kunad Gate.
But why is he trying to travel through time?
Alice was definitely one of those among the others. Is he intending to go back and...
Who the heck is Alice?
I don't care about what Karin wants. If he uses the red strings, it might have adverse effects on the Kunad Gate.
Don't try to push yourself. His brain eater power taxes your brain heavily.
If that's true, then what about Yuito?
Didn't they say his brain was already messed up or something?
Yuito might not be able to withstand the brain eater. All the more reason to stop Karin. We'll need to contact him.
Yuito platoon is currently within Arahabaki's secure site and isolated from the network.
Arahabaki? Really?
Yes. After what Major General Karin said, I managed to get Wataru to tell me Yuito's location. Oh, you might already know this, but Wataru is my brother. He's Yuito platoon's operator.
Yeah, you just told us.
He's concerned because he lost contact with them too. He wasn't sure if his telepathy was reaching them.
Okay, thank you. Arahabaki is in Suo. It looks like that's where we're going.
Great. Not only Togetsu, but now we have Major General Karin to add to the list of people trying to mess with the red strings.
Are you all right, Kasane?
It sounds like Yuito is in danger. I know you're worried about him too, Naomi. That's why I'm going to go save him. It still doesn't feel real to me. How could you be gone? I'm sorry. I couldn't save you. Thank you. Thank you for protecting me until the very end.
Like, why was she... I don't get it. Why was she even here? All right. I don't get it. Saron is the ones who are looking after the other weapons, and Kudama is. We don't even know who the fuck Kudama's working for. Not at all. It seems like. Well, she said that she was with New Himiko's, so Shuho's people. But if that's the case, how did they transport the? I guess she was impersonating the guy. I guess I don't know.
Yes, I'm fine. Let's go.
Level 41.
Hey, you still haven't answered me. Who is this Alice?
She's Fubuki and Karin's childhood friend, and Fubuki's fiancée. But she became an other a long time ago. That's why she was in the same lab as Naomi.
Why is Karin so hell-bent on... Hey, Haruka, I have a favor to ask you. I'd like to make graves for everyone who helped Naomi and the others. I was wondering if there's anything left of theirs that could be considered a memento. I looked, but I'm sorry. The bodies of others disintegrate when they die. There was nothing left. I see. That's too bad. I'd like to at least grab some of the dirt from where they died. Understood. We will obtain some for you. All of them had loved ones. None of them deserve what happened to them. Let's try not to forget that. You're right. Naomi and the others all fought valiantly to protect someone until the end. They died as human beings, not as weaponized others. We should give them a proper burial. I'd like that as well. Thank you, Kayaka. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Oh wait, we gotta. Oh right. We have fast travel now. Okay. Going to the main street. Wait, he's been standing there the entire time? I don't think so. No. I don't think he was standing there the entire time. I think he showed up. So, Kudama had to be impersonating Fubuki because I can't think of any other way they would be able to get the weapons out of the Saron facility. Because that just don't make sense why they were just here, right here. Don't make no sense. Oh boy. You're wiping away the tears, bearded one in Rencon? It's all my fault? That you were crying? That ain't my fault.
Something's not right. Where are all the people? Wait. The National Defense Forces are here.
It looks like New Himuka put Yuito Platoon on the wanted list. That's why they've issued a state of emergency.
You can see there was a battle here. Look over there. Someone is on the ground.
A body. Maybe they got caught up in the fight.
We need to worry about ourselves. Don't forget that we're also government fugitives.
That's true. Haruka, can you show us a safe route to Arahabaki?
My brother can. Let me patch him through.
Wataru here. No time for hellos. I'll get straight to the point. I'm currently unable to get in contact with Yuito Platoon. Let me help you so I can confirm their safety. I sent you a route to Arahabaki's secure site. The entrance is still open from when they passed through.
Okay.
The route is classified information, so this is just between us.
Okay. Great job, Wataru.
Let's head to Arahabaki.
Going to Arahabaki. Got it. Arahabaki's secure site has been added to the world map. So I had to fast travel here just so I could fast travel somewhere else. Can I move around here? Am I gonna get, like, attacked? No? It's one of those plots that only makes sense if you don't think too hard about it. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Are we able to go down here? Yeah, it's so weird. This is a ghost. We go in the street? Oh, we're finally able to go into the street. That's so weird. We weren't able to do this before. This is strange. Were we able to go here? Are there people here? It's all my fault. It's not my fault. Look, I'm trying to save these people. I'm trying to save this world, and some dude's fiance and my sister who just died. Even though I wanted to try to save her and she just died, and we did absolutely nothing to save her. Okay, look. There was like no plot advancement at all about actually turning her back into a human at all.
It would be a bad idea to go to OSF headquarters right now.
So, trying to save her. All right. Let's go to the Bridge of Purity. Yeah, sure. Look, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. What is this? Ara Habaki Secure Site. Humanity's Wisdom. Okay. Oh, God, there's a... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah.
Why is Yuito platoon in Arahabaki?
To put Major General Fubuki and Karen's old plan into action. They're making the government's plans public. I see. They're going to use Arahabaki to force a broadcast to the citizens.
Okay.
Dead end. Looks like there's a bridge, but we can't cross it like this.
Should we find a different route?
No, we just need to lower the bridge. Kasane can do that.
I just did it. Yep.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
It's over.
It's over.
Using the Shiden.
The enemy is stunned. Now's the time.
Useless. It's over.
Ooh, nice job.
It's over. I'm not able to get through here? No. Ah, I see.
It's up to you.
Ah, clever, clever. Clever, clever. Wait, you gotta do it to get out, too?
This gate is linked to the camera. The gate will shut if the camera spots you.
Fine then. Looks like I'll have to make sure it doesn't spot me.
Later.
But you can also run through it so fast it can't register you.
Is this game based off an anime? No. No, it's the other way around. There's an anime based off the game. No, it's apparently it's an original piece. Though it does have like heavy influence from.
The communication network is pretty unstable inside Arahabaki. We might lose contact too.
I'll do my best to keep us connected, but you should prepare for the worst.
It's definitely inspired by other animes, though. Like Ghost in the Shell, and I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head.
For you, Kasane.
Show me what you got.
Run, youngster!
Let's go.
It's over.
That's gonna work.
I'll do it. Check.
I was gonna say, please be the last ones. Gate 1 is open. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, but no, it's not based off an anime.
Arahabaki is the center of the system that defends the city from others, right?
I believe so. But then why are there so many others? They couldn't have just found their way in, so someone must have put them here.
It seems pretty cool. It's pretty neat. It's very confusing, but still pretty neat.
Useless.
Nice job.
According to my data, the projectiles shot by that other caused temporary confusion.
Not bad.
Now. It'll work. I'll do it. Check.
That was a nice move.
Let's try.
It'll work.
Okay. What is this music? Whoa. Whoa.
I'm off. Use it well.
See what I mean? There's like a light bulb in them. It's so weird. Jesus Christ. I will say though that like sometimes the executions happen so fast, I can't even see what the hell is going on. I don't know if I'm the only one, but sometimes they happen so fast. I want to think that I'm just not allowed to get past this.
Help me, Kagura.
That's right, bearded one. $8,000. Let's see. But I can say I never really played a game that really utilizes psychic powers and stuff like this. So it's pretty refreshing. Fuck, I forgot what you have to do with these guys.
Give it to me, Arashi.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
Useless. It's over.
It's over.
That was good. Not quite as good as me, though.
But yeah, I can't really think of a game that I played that has...
I can use this.
outside of like control. Okay. Huh.
I'm taking this. Using the Shiden.
We can't get through with these lasers protecting it. And the release mechanism isn't nearby. What a mean setup. Really? Seems kind of boring to me. I just need to dash through it using my power.
I'm off.
Damn you! Damn you!
It's up to you.
Okay, I gotta wait till my power replenishes. In that case, let's spend some points. Alright, we got 10 BP. Let's get auto life recovery. That's nice. That's nice. And we only got 4 points left. Let's see. Brain crush money bonus. Shortens item usage. Sure, why not? Sounds good. Sounds good. Alright, I'm waiting for her power. It said she just needs to dash through, so.
Give it to me, Arashi.
There we go. Oh, that was simple. We got a T set. Hollow ground. Okay. I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, God. Alrighty. Let's save. Is there anything new we could buy at the shop? Weapons, maybe? No. No, not at all. We're doing our best. All right, let's see. Hollow grounds. Oh, God. We got to make it all the way over there. Jeez.
We let Kodama and Yuta get away.
They'll probably stay hidden now that they've shown their hand.
I'm glad they're gone. I always thought she was hard to understand. The twins?
Huh. I mean, we still didn't even understand what she was trying to actually accomplish, so... Oh my God, I'm just getting bombarded.
He's close.
Keep your guard up.
Go!
It's over.
Damn, 1,344 damage. Jesus.
Please, Kyoka. Break apart.
I'm rooting for you.
Leave it to me.
Run, youngster!
The enemy is stunned. Now's the time. Go,
Yeah, it's like ripping out its heart. Jeez. Maybe that's what it is.
We can't cross the bridge right now. We might be able to keep going if we lower it, Kasane.
Okay, but I can't. Okay.
I'm bringing it down.
The bridge is ready. Let's go.
Ah, do we need like a key card? There it is. Gate 2, open. Ah, and now it's just like magically open. The door just opens up magically. Okay.